Welcome to Drinking Bros, presented by Ghostbed.com. Welcome to...
It's shake and bake, and
I'm part of this team. Yeah. So I'm sitting on this side of the table.
We're going to leave that in, dude. Dion just interrupted the goddamn opener because he said, well, I'm part of the team. He's part of the team now.
Team Gun.
Well, he's been gone.
I was gone for a while.
I guess you didn't tell him.
Yeah.
That Dion's part of the team now?
Yeah, he's been living at your home.
Yeah.
He's been eating your food.
Yeah.
He's been raising your children.
But I did not make your goddamn bed.
You did not.
No. Well, that's a reference to the last time I think you were on the show. We were in Tennessee for the Titans game and the Rob O'Neill charity, and Ray wouldn't shut the fuck up about making his goddamn bed. He still won't shut up about it. We were just talking to him about it a few minutes ago.
And I'm tired of hearing about the fucking bed. Instead, why don't you tell us about this rifle here, this Drinkin Bros rifle you made. You own F1 Firearms.
That's correct, yeah.
Yeah. Where are you guys based out of?
Houston, Texas.
Houston, Texas. That's beautiful, man.
Yeah, this is the one we did for the Rob O'Neill charity. Actually, Rob's got his same colors. It's a really actually kind of beautiful pattern.
Yeah, you probably saw it at the live show we did from the golf course that day.
Yeah.
Rob had it with him.
Yeah. And Dan, I told him, hey, I want to do something for him, a little Drinking Brothers thing. You know, I like people that served, obviously. We have a special place for him and appreciation, and just wanted to get him something kind of different and cool. I mean, he's not going to be out operating the streets of, well, maybe the streets of Austin.
Maybe.
Yeah.
You never want to rule that out.
Never want to rule that out.
You know?
But, just wanted to get him something and thank him for his service. And
get blinged up.
Right on. Move the mic a little closer to your mouth there, like a dick. There it is.
You like that,
Dion,
right?
you've had so many dicks, dude. You know this game. You know this game, brother.
listen,
Canadians are too polite to talk about it, though.
Yeah.
Are you Canadian?
No.
Not
I
anymore.
renounced my citizenship, thank you, 20 years ago.
No
Yeah,
shit.
but you're wearing a shirt that says Team Canada.
Okay, but
on
this
it.
is Team Canada Truckers.
Oh, I see.
Okay, this is my trucker.
I didn't know because the Olympics started today.
Oh, that's
So
true.
we record this on, we record the Monday shows on Fridays.
Yeah.
So I thought for sure when you rolled into the studio, I was like, oh shit,
got-
he's super amped about the Olympic.
Or I was an Olympian, former Olympian.
No, not at all. Like you don't look like that.
Yeah. Not even like weight.
No.
Shit.
Maybe a curler.
Hammer throw.
Hammer throw? Curling.
Or a curler. Yeah.
Is that in the Olympics?
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
Oh yeah.
Who invented that stupid shit?
Curling or hammer tossing?
Hammer tossing is from the ancient Olympics, but curling is not, obviously.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen?
It originated in Scotland in the 16th century.
Wow, so right alongside golf.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
like, hey, let's do the most boring things in the history of fucking humanity and then turn them into international sports.
Like how could we make golf worse? Do it in cold weather.
Yeah, no
Yeah.
shit.
You're not a big golfer?
With a giant fucking rock.
I'll tell you what, though, if you do curl, you pay attention because that rock hits you from behind. It
Oh,
wipes
no
you out.
shit, I bet.
It wipes you right out.
I actually watched the that show, How It's Made, right? All the time back in the day because I'm a fucking nerd. I always get high and watch How It's Made. But the one where they make the curling stone is pretty wild.
Yeah.
Like just seeing how they have to find, what is it, made out of granite or some
Yeah,
shit?
granite.
There's a lot that goes into it.
Yeah, I like stuff like that. I highly recommend that. Smoke some DMT and then watch How It's Made. There's like 30 seasons of it.
You'll figure out your entire life.
Well, you'll figure out how curling stones are made. At least.
You could figure out a lot about love and a little about life as well. Alan Jackson said that. Okay.
Yeah.
So what kind
Reverse it.
What kind of gun is this?
That's an AR-15.
Nice. Chambered in 5.56, 5.56?
Chambered 223, 5.56. It's actually 223 wild, so it shoots both
nice.
very well. And that's the one that's been getting a little bit of attention lately. You know, the AR-15 always gets, that's the bad boy in the gun business.
Yeah.
But it gets
Yeah,
attention.
because of the 1.2% of all gun crimes committed with it, right?
Yeah, it's the bad boy. I mean, it's got the stigma, and
It's so stupid.
It's crazy. It's a very efficient, very accurate, very easy to learn weapon. I mean, Dom Razzo, Navy SEAL, came out during, I don't know if it was one of the campaigns, but he was pretty vocal about Hillary and the whole shotgun in the leg and shoot the kneecaps, and said this is the most efficient weapon system. He trains on all of them around the world, and this is what he uses to protect his family.
How many rounds does that shoot?
Well,
As many as you put in it.
Yeah, many put in it.
Really?
But it only fires one per trigger pull.
Okay.
Right? That's the
I think that's the common misconception.
Yeah, when you saw Collier Noir on Bill Maher, Bill Maher, to his credit, was asking him dumb questions, but they were questions that most people that talk about guns in public get wrong. And Collier Noir was like, yeah, semi-automatic is a big one. It sounds, for some reason, people have associated with it sounding scary, But one, it's the most common type of weapon, A. And B, all it means is that you pull the trigger once and you get one bullet. That's all it means.
And that's why I ask like gun experts like you, because I like a common citizen has never shot an AR-15. Chances are there's not a lot of people who are rolling around who aren't military who don't own an AR-15 or who own an AR-15 in real life. I think
those people in St. Louis.
Yeah, yeah, that's true. But I think that was an AK-47, right?
No, it was an AR. It was an
Was
AR.
it really?
Yeah.
Ken
It
and
actually-
Karen?
Yeah, the McCloskeys.
Yeah, the McCloskey.
It kind of looks like an M16A1, to be honest, like an old school M16.
It looked like one of those old
Yeah,
school
he did,
like,
didn't it? Like
Scarface
Like
guns.
that might have been a tax stamped version. But talk about effective. All he had was hold it in his hand and settled right down.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've never seen people, so upset about somebody defending their own property. And I'm tired of hearing this. Are you going to shoot somebody for stealing your property or vandalizing your property? Like, yeah. So you care more about them. You care more about your property than human life. No, they care more about my property than human life because they're the ones that tried to take it, knowing that I was going to murder them in their face.
I mean, it was an effective de-escalation tool. Think about it. He wasn't out there waving it around.
The
wasn't
wife
out there.
was.
Yeah,
The wife was like, she had
she
her
was
finger
holding it
on the
pretty
trigger,
loose.
Yeah.
like with her elbow in her hip, like, hey,
Yeah, she was-
quit
you're
it.
right.
But the dude wasn't.
The dude wasn't, but she was rolling around just, hey, all willy-nilly with it, which I don't mind.
It was funny.
Yeah, I got a good chuckle
A
out
lot
of
of
it.
good Halloween costumes.
Maybe the husband didn't even put rounds in her gun. Ever think about that?
Yeah, like Barney.
100% he
Yeah.
did.
She's got one in the.
There's no way he did. When I saw that photo, no lie, that's exactly what I thought.
Or like Baltimore SWAT. I don't know if you guys knew that, but the mayor stopped the SWAT team from having live ammunition in their guns when they were roaming the street.
I did not know that.
Hidden little secret.
No shit.
Yeah.
What?
SWAT did not have live ammunition. The mayor told them.
During the riots and all
During
that
the
stuff?
riots, yeah.
No shit.
Yep.
I didn't
Now,
know that.
I'm sure if you're a SWAT guy, that may be true in the actual gun, but I'm fairly certain there were magazines loaded in their kits.
Oh yeah, no shit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
No SWAT guy's going to roll out there like that, right?
But I will say this: it's like you were saying with the St. Louis people. Once you see it, most people, 99% of people, will just walk away and be like, "I'm not fucking with that
Well,
guy."
this is the whole thing, even with the whole Rittenhouse thing. Not to get off topic here, but that should have been a de-escalation actually. But those crazy nuts went at him. I wouldn't chase a guy with an AR. I don't know how. No matter how pissed off I am.
Me neither. I think when people get in a mob like that during a situation, they're like, "Well, fuck it. Everybody's going to join me. Therefore, we can take this one person down," which is true, unless the guy knows how to shoot back, which he did. And as soon as he fucking took off homeboy's arm, everybody backed the fuck off.
And let me qualify that because I know some people will get. I would chase somebody down if they did something that harmed my family or something serious that warranted stopping. That
We all
person.
would, yeah.
But over setting trash cans on fire or breaking a glass, you would never see most responsible people ever chase them down with an AR. Once they're off the property, it's done.
Yeah. But I mean, look, in the case of the St. Louis people, they broke down the gates. It was a private community. It was a private fucking land. I would have done the same thing. Everybody would have done the same thing, I think. And the people who bitched about it have never been put in that situation. Have fucking fun, dude. With everything that was going on you saw in the media, because the media is stoking nothing but fear anyways, people were afraid. And it was like, dude, they were just having some Long Island iced teas on a Sunday afternoon, maybe a little screw afterwards. And they weren't expecting fucking 80 people to stomp down their iron gates.
Yeah, an unarmed woman got shot at the Capitol for trying to climb through a fucking window by a police
crazy.
officer, and he's a hero. But this dude and his wife, albeit not great at handling weapons in the first place, didn't shoot at anybody after their personal property was violated, and they're the devil, I guess. That's the standard. It doesn't matter. It's like rooting for sports teams, and there's a controversial call. You know exactly based on the letter behind somebody's name, R or D, how they're going to react to it.
right.
Before they ever say a fucking word, and that's nothing. That's nothing. That's not reality. That's not individual choice or anything like that. It's not fucking free thought. It's just a bunch of crony bitches. That's all it is. It's pathetic.
You've used a lot of weapons in your life. Did anything that Mr. McCloskey did cause you any concern looking at him? I looked at him and I would have walked up to him.
No, he
wasn't threatening.
He was posturing. I mean, if I was his neighbor, I would have walked over and stood next to him.
Correct.
Without,
Yeah, you
I
would.
didn't think he was in like a fucking blind rage about to open up on the crowd. I mean, he could have at any time, and he didn't.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Nothing about that situation.
And people were yelling at him. It was the same thing with Rittenhouse, though. People were yelling at McCloskey like, fuck you, you're a fucking terrorist, whatever, and is racist. And he didn't fucking shoot at him, right? The gun was there in case something happened. Same thing with Rittenhouse. And that was how he won his case, by the way.
Yeah, chasing him down.
When Rosenbaum chased him down, and the other guy swung a fucking skateboard at his head, and the last Grosskreutz or whatever his name was had to finally admit on camera, like, hey, he didn't shoot at you until you fucking pointed your gun at him, right? He's like, yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, I look at that Rittenhouse thing, and I'm like, that kid's lucky. I mean, he's very fortunate.
He is.
It was a good jury because with everything that went on.
I don't mean that. I mean that they didn't get him.
Yeah.
Oh, they didn't kill him.
They didn't kill him sooner.
Yeah, I don't understand
He got
why.
lucky on two fronts.
I mean, skateboard chucks
Yeah.
on an old guy like me, done.
Yeah. But I don't.
Done. I'd be like a fish, just flopping.
I don't know why there isn't room inside people's heads, conservative people's heads, for he didn't commit any crimes, but that was still pretty stupid. Like, it was dumb of his mother to allow him to be cruising around, or his dad, or whomever was closer. I guess his mom dropped him off at his dad's, and he was working locally.
Yeah,
but whomever it is,
Yeah.
like, your 17-year-old kid is cruising around with a fucking weapon. Look, if you think shit is that dire, you need to fucking get your weapon out too and go hang out with your kid.
Did she? I don't know the backstory. Did she drop him off with the weapon?
No. The weapon was already there.
Okay.
That is a fucking that's fake news from the media. That was never the case that he crossed state lines with a weapon. Although they're still talking about that, but that never happened. He was working up there.
His friend purchased
and
it.
his dad lives in the fucking in whatever the fuck.
Did his parents know he was going down there?
I don't know. His dad.
And the reason I ask, it's 17 years old.
Or his.
You're not really stopping anybody at 17. Like, I've done some fucked up shit at 17.
Was it his dad?
I think his mom knew, because his mom, I don't remember if it was testified or just interviewed, but she was like, I would have stopped him if I had known that he was going to shoot someone. Like, she knew he was going.
Yeah, but I think he was at his friend's house and they went together down there to clean shit up.
But you see the problem in this? Nobody really knows
Yeah.
because there's so many different stories told about what happened to that kid until you watch the trial and people are under oath. There's your source of truth.
Yeah.
It's sad.
But you have to get to that point, which is very costly.
I mean, he was hunting people down up until trial.
Yeah.
And then the FBI video in 4K comes out.
The president of the United States called him a fucking racist.
Oh, God.
That they're going to pay for that, by the way.
Who, Biden?
Biden,
Yeah.
Biden personally should have to pay for that. I think he should be able to sue him personally.
He's lining up lawsuits now against virtually every major media outlet. I don't know if you can sue the president. I'm not sure how that works, but you kind of look like a McCloskey. Do you have a picture of the McCloskeys, by the way? You might be a relative of the McCloskey, dude. He had a nice stance. By
By the way, that's United States Senate candidate Mark McCloskey.
Oh, he's
That's
running for
right.
Senate
He's
now.
running for Senate.
He is an
And
attorney.
it's former Vice President Joe Biden.
What party is he running for? I'm curious.
Look at the lady.
Because I think they painted him as,
Dion,
oh, yeah.
come on, man. That could be your brother right there.
Wow, she's got extended mag in that Glock, too. Is that right?
Oh,
no, that's just a brick.
Is that a Walther PPK? What is that?
Look at that stance. Homeboy was ready, dude.
Yeah,
I've never-
he's got his finger off the trigger.
That looks
right?
like the scene from that movie War Dogs.
Yeah,
When he
a little
comes out
bit,
of the
Yeah.
car.
Can
Look at pull her up again because she's got.
Don't say I look like her.
Trigger
No.
discipline. No, she's got horrible trigger discipline, or she's just ready.
She's just a
She's
pissed
just
off
ready.
wife.
Can we go to a gun range and I'll just like shoot a handgun like that and we film reactions of everyone around me? Like unannounced. Like
the
I'm-
reaction will be the fucking range manager coming and taking the gun away.
well, I mean, I'll be down range the whole time. I won't, wave it around. But
You're not gonna
that's just
flag
my-
anybody.
That's
Yeah.
just my stance. It's just
And then when they yell all clear, just send one extra one down. There for good luck.
Do you make little derringers like that for
No, we
ladies?
don't. We make some 1911s soon, and we have some like Glock 19
Okay.
type stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. You got a nice gun next to you here. That's for. Are we allowed to say who that's for?
Sure, it's out. Yeah.
It is out. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So tell everybody who you made that gun for.
It was a little bit of a hullabaloo.
Can you hold it up?
It melted Twitter a little bit.
Was it
but-
Business?
Did it really?
Was it Business Insider that ran that article?
That's
I
nice.
think Business Insider, they're like, Donald Trump Jr.'s 12-year-old son building guns. Why?
Is that who it's for?
Yeah, it's
That's
for Donald Trump.
And there's video of
third.
The third.
Yeah.
The third. And so this was something in the making for a while. Of course, friends with Don Jr. and great guy, good supporter of 2A, always makes his rounds, loves manufacturing. And we became friends, and it was more a father-son thing, to be honest with you. And he wants to spend quality time with his kids. That's actually part of the conversation we had in the drive over. He likes doing things with his son. It gets him out. His son has a passion for it, and he's
a big hunter, right?
Yeah, he is. Yeah, he's a big 2A hunter and outdoorsman, and decided that wanted to do something for his son, and his son was super excited about it. And kind of, when you tell your kids something, it's on their mind. They have a one-track mind, and he just kept bothering him, and it worked out that he was in town, and he flew in a day early and said, "Get me real early, and let's do this for Donnie." And it was a wonderful experience. Great kid, very polite.
That whole family's really nice. I've met most of them now at this point, and they're all super nice people.
Very
the
nice.
shit they take from the media is fucking insane.
Unbelievable. They just have different views.
Yeah.
But you put their views aside, and you're in the room with them. They're just like you guys. There's just one of the boys. Super polite, very kind. They're come from a very privileged family, and sometimes wealth is vilified now. And they were poking fun at me. I had nicer sneakers than they did. I was wearing Balenciagas. And it was like,
Yeah.
And they just down to earth, and it really was a father-son thing. And it was amazing because we stopped at all the different stations, and they were actually, it wasn't, hey, I'm here for a firearm, let's blow through this thing, get a few pictures and leave. In fact, they stopped at all the machines, talked to the staff, learned the process behind it, what parts it makes, what goes into it, the pride and quality, the level of effort, before they even touched the parts to assemble it. And we were running late, and Donnie said, "Hey, somebody give me a ride. I got to go to a book signing. I'm going to leave Donnie here. Can you finish up with him? And because I really want him to enjoy this, so stay longer." So, it was just a great environment. But what really struck me was when we put the firearm in his son's hand, just how well he handled it and manipulated it, and how safe he was about it. He triple checked.
Yeah.
Dropped the magazine, looked for a bullet in the chamber.
He was doing immediate action.
Pulled the bolt back.
Yeah, he's firing 9mm,
Yeah.
and he caught a hanger or something. I don't know what happened.
That's right.
But he just went through the normal course of remedial action. He's 12 years old, so
Well,
it's pretty
look,
impressive.
if you teach kids at a young age, and if you're serious about it, you've got to teach them the safety behind it. And then I think America itself would have less of a problem with all this shit if there was, if people were using them properly. But the problem is all the shit you read in the media is fucking gangbangers hanging out the window, blowing people away every day. And you're just
this
like,
is
"All
a
right, sweet."
controlled environment. It's in a safe range. He's got gun safety. Literally, the phone calls, and we had a ton of threats right after that happened, which don't bother us, but and the emails, they literally believe we handed a fully loaded weapon into a kid's hand, an immature kid, like playing cops and robbers or cowboys and Indians. That's not what happens. These firearms aren't just given to 12-year-olds to go take to their friend's house or to just go run around the streets with them. They're trained in proper handling, where to put them away, how to store them when you're done with them, treat it like a loaded weapon, because they do kill. They will kill. And all the emails were just vile. You're training the next school shooter. Nothing about this day.
Well, he goes to private school, so.
Yeah.
Nothing about this day is training the next school shooter or anything stupid like that.
No.
It was all about father-son hunting and in a protected constitutional right.
But we don't live in that world anymore.
Right.
And that's all over. So, one picture, you make your own assumptions, and then people move on with their fucking lives.
Right.
And that's it, unfortunately.
Right.
And it just keeps getting worse and worse and worse.
It's pretty easy to convert an anti-gun person into a pro-gun person, though. You just take them to the range and let them shoot for a while.
Or
because it's really fucking fun. Almost every fucking anti-gun person that I've ever had to work with professionally that didn't like it, as soon as they went to the range, they're like, all right, it's pretty fun.
it's pretty fun. Or you have their business get burned down in the streets.
Yeah.
That'll turn people into pro-gun people real quick.
For sure. With their own
Because
personal
I'm sure
experience.
your sales were booming after what went on after the riots and all that stuff. Like
Crazy.
I read this report, and again, it's like we were talking about earlier. I don't know what's real, what's fake. You'll have a better answer for this. I read that gun sales are through the roof for women in particular, greater than men right now. Is that true?
Yes, for handguns, I believe that's the case.
Is it
Absolutely.
really?
Uh-huh.
No shit.
I believe, well, I don't think I think there's a higher increase in the percentage buying it. I don't think overall they're buying more than men. It's an increase. Definitely an increase, right? And so that's been the case now for well over a year. I mean, look what's happening in these cities.
LA in particular, we've discussed it on this show.
Leave your trunk open?
Oh, yeah.
I mean, defund the police. Well, I want to say one point.
Leave your trunk open got me.
I want to say one point, and the one thing that Joe Biden was right on guns when he said they're like driving Ferraris, and that's the attraction to them. To your point,
Yeah.
it's like putting a Ferrari in the average guy's hands. They're exhilarating, they're exciting. You know, you feel powerful. But that aside, most people shoot on paper.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They shoot against paper.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it's still, you get, it's like shooting basketball or something. Like there's an immediate account for your skill, right? Like
So-
you get immediate feedback on whether or not you can do it well or not.
When I put this in your hand, it didn't matter whether this was colored the way it was, if it was just a plain black rifle.
I don't think you can say that.
Yeah, you can't say colored, Dion. Get him off the fucking show. You've got buddies here. You can't say colored on here. God damn it, Dion.
Last
We are
time-
not that type of show.
Yeah, well, we are.
We don't even see it. We don't
Okay.
see colors here on the show.
Non-black?
There you go.
We're colorblind, actually.
We're colorblind, all right? And you're genderless to me.
Yeah.
Okay? I don't see a man or a woman there.
You're non-binary.
You might be a swimmer for Penn. I don't fucking
how would
care.
you describe the color of this?
I don't.
I
I
don't-
just say it's a
yeah.
beautiful rifle, and then I move on with my day.
And if somebody asks,
We're super worried on this show about pissing people off.
If somebody asks what color something is, I tell them that they're racist and I leave.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, Dion.
So I
anyways.
could move into his chair. Yeah. my point was when the firearm went into your hand, whether it was the Atlas pistol I showed you or our F1 Firearms gun, you just liked it. You just started manipulating it like you were in the middle of Baghdad.
It's a fidget thing for real. I mean, people that are
Are you comfortable with it?
yeah, people that are kinesthetic about weapons like the mechanics of it, right? They like to fucking go through everything. They like to take them apart, put them back together, put in different optics on different guns, go out and shoot them and shit. It's just it's something to do.
So is that the first time something of color has been in your hands?
No.
No.
Okay.
A lot of Asians.
A lot of Asians.
Kidding. With this, quick question, because you made this for Dan, right?
I did.
Yeah.
Are you still pissed off about it?
Well, I just got a couple questions.
Dan says
I noticed.
Dan says you're not safe.
I know.
And yet,
He's an anti-gun guy.
I
Rob.
see. Yeah. I see. Don Jr.'s got some sweet optics on there, and Dan doesn't. What are you saying? You like him better?
Well, I don't
the
wanna-
12-year-old you like better than Dan.
I don't want to be a dick or anything, but I've got the better version of that optic.
he does.
Although
yeah.
those Vortec optics are nice.
Yeah, they are good.
I like them.
Best value for your money.
It's a
you know,
1.6 variable optic, so you turn that little dial and it goes from 1 magnification to 6 magnification like super quick.
See, do you give a shit? You just like,
Me?
yeah.
No.
You just phased out when he started describing it.
I'm actually looking at it right now. With me personally, like full disclosure, I bought guns after I got robbed, right around 2000, I think it was. And that was my first introduction to him, to be honest with you. My father had always had one growing up. Most of my family was military. There was always a gun, but like there was never like, hey, let's go to the range, or hey, let's fucking go hunting or whatever. So I viewed it more as like a protection piece rather than like this is something I do for fun on the weekends. I got a wife and 2 kids, so I don't get time to go to the range and do shit like that, right? Yeah. However, I own I've got 2 handguns, and then I gave one to my dad about a year ago. But that's it. I've never fired an AR. I've gone to Vegas and shot all the fun shit, and I've shot all the fun shit in movies. Like Range 15, we made some specialized weapons that were fucking ridiculous and all that other shit.
Some miniguns, I think, right?
Yeah. And it was rad. But as far as me, purchasing something like this, because how much would that cost?
You?
No, just but the average person.
Well, MSRP is about I don't know, $2,200 the way this is kitted up.
Right. And so for me personally, because I don't get enough time to go out and do shit like that, $2,200 for me, it would go to something else for me personally.
Yeah, no, I got you. And we have $628 ones, for instance, $900 ones. It all depends on how you accessorize them.
Of course. Yeah.
The color you want.
I'm getting spinning
coatings.
rims and a chainsaw put on mine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you remember that USA Today article? And it was like potential attachments for an AR-15, and one of them was a fucking chainsaw.
Yeah.
Do you remember that? Can you pull that up, Bob?
You need that, though.
Remember that
you
USA
need a chainsaw on an AR.
Yeah, you guys made one, right?
We made one.
Yeah.
Did you really?
Yeah, go to Don Jr.'s Instagram. Have you seen it?
No.
Pull it up. It's on there.
It's definitely on there.
He's just melting everybody this week.
Yeah, he doesn't care.
Yeah.
I love it. I love the fact he just lives his life.
Put that up on the screen there. Not you, him. See that?
Oh my God,
that's the
it's
chainsaw
great.
bayonet. This is a fucking.
What date is that?
This is a real United States media
days ago.
publication that did that.
So he's got one. What? Tell him what date it is.
That was on Saturday.
He'll bring it up.
Go to Don
Go to
Jr.'s,
Don Jr.'s
Instagram.
Instagram. He's supposed to come on the show, by the way.
So, an
pretty soon.
interesting story about this chainsaw. This is in a movie called Wash Me in the River with Quevo, De Niro. We built this and sent it to Puerto Rico.
No shit.
Yeah, so it'll be in a movie here soon.
That's dope, dude. Did you go and hang with Quevo?
I did.
Quevo!
And Randall.
Is he cool or not?
No, okay. So yeah, no, I had to think for a minute. He's super cool. He was just really busy. He had a whole entourage there. I'm really a nobody.
On a movie?
On a movie set.
God,
You know what
it's
it's
the
like
worst.
on a movie set, right? And so no, he was super nice. He took the time, said hi. It was really nice. Met him for dinner afterwards with his group, and he's a really good dude. He's got a charming smile, man.
Yeah,
And then Randall,
he's a good-looking
and then
dude.
Randall Emmett.
Yeah, I know Randall Emmett
Fun guy.
very well. He did one of my. He produced one of my movies.
Man, that guy's. I got nothing but good things to say about him. I know he's taken a little heat lately, but really a lot of heat maybe.
He parties.
But he parties.
He parties.
He parties.
Good for
Quevo, every rapper I've done a movie with always brings an entourage, and it's like, dude, this is not the fucking time for this.
Yeah.
And they're just like, fuck it.
And during COVID too, and you got to test everybody.
Yeah.
Well,
it's a goddamn
I think
nightmare.
he was pretty down to earth, though. To be honest with you,
How many people were in his entourage?
6.
Yep, not down to earth.
That's not that bad.
Not down to earth.
That's not
6.
that bad.
That's not bad.
In Puerto Rico?
Yeah, that's true.
Put that picture of Don Jr. up.
That gets expensive in.
So they actually made this.
So did you make this for him, or they just made it after that article came out?
So that's the one that Quevo actually has in his hands.
Shut the fuck up.
So that was the one for the movie, and so we're holding them for Randall, and we still have to ship them to him.
That's great.
So that's going to be in a movie and with a working chainsaw, and it's.
Are you gonna seal the bolts off and make it a prop, or not a prop, but a what do you call it? Just put it in a shadow box.
Yeah,
or
so
something?
that one's got a barrel that's closed off. I think it shoots blank.
So what was your choice in making an electric chainsaw versus gas powered?
Probably weight.
Yeah, actually, gas-powered leaf blowers are dropping off the market too now because nobody uses them anymore.
No.
Like how often are you chainsaws being two-step operated? I understand, but for a leaf blower, how often are you blowing leaves that's too far away from a building with power?
About as often as I make my bed.
Right.
Yeah.
Never.
Yeah, never. Yeah.
But even if you were like blowing leaves in your yard and shit, there's still like an electrical outlet right over there.
Well, it takes too long, Dan. I like to soup up my leaf blower, and I take the governor off, and then I really start blowing.
What
Yeah,
governor?
you do.
There's a hardcore
He's
lawn man
got to
there.
go. Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
When
So listen to that, ladies. There's your yard guy for 2022.
When people think of Giorgio, they think of lawn man.
I'm surprised you two haven't spent more time together since Nashville, because his dream in life is to meet an old lady that has a fucking nice boat.
Yeah,
And
that's
I,
it.
I assume you know plenty of them. So.
You have one of the finest boats in the land.
Oh, yeah, your boat's dope.
Yeah, it's not bad. Are you guys, we going to come out this summer on it?
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Let's
big
do the
time.
launch party for your.
I'm good to go for one day. You know, one day, and then that's about all you get me for.
Brittany and I usually spend like 4 days at a time on the lake.
So you want to sleep on the boat?
Oh, yeah.
Do you sleep on the boat?
Yeah.
Oh my God!
Won't be-
No shit.
It's got 3 staterooms, 2 bathrooms.
God
it's a
damn,
60-foot
Dion.
yacht.
Yeah, we're not going
God
to.
damn.
It's got a 60-inch TV on it.
For 0 minutes, will I be sober. Now, we're doing a launch party for Hard as Fuck on the 13th.
So why don't we
At the
just pull
Super
into
Bowl.
Devil's Cove Anchor and just make it a 4-day bender?
I'm down.
Ross.
I'm finding a babysitter for 4 days.
You've got a
Good luck.
babysitter moving here soon.
We do. Knock on wood, and hopefully
see.
that all goes well.
Where
But,
are they now? Are they coming up through Mexico or what?
I wish I could go overseas
From
and grab one.
Honduras and just-
Because you always hear the stories where it's just like, oh, Brazil
Filipino,
or Germany.
right?
Yeah, 100%.
Filipino nannies.
But
okay.
I'm afraid that I would get the one who would hack up the family, and then you come home and you're like, oh, what did you do? I shipped him in. It seems so nice online.
Put your kid in the microwave.
Yeah, and it was
Just
the next
crying.
thing you know, dog's missing, legs are all chopped up. They're making stew with one of the dog bones, and the actual femur, and I'm like, oh, sweet, my children
Like
are out
stirring
there.
it with the femur.
Yeah, dude, I don't want to get involved in shit like that. So,
This guy goes to some pretty dark places fast.
real quick, why do you think we're friends, Dion? It's all fucking dark in this goddamn show, except when we do the sponsors. Which, first and foremost, that's what pays the bills here, Dion.
Yeah, get to your
Ghostbed.com/Drinkin Bros. 40% off the bundle packages. That's the adjustable base and the mattress combined together. Remote control. Do you have a remote control for your bed?
I got a good bed.
Do you really?
I got a really expensive, nice bed.
Ghostbed is really nice and expensive.
Well,
But with 40% off, though, it's not that
it's
expensive.
40% off.
Congratulations.
The problem is, though, I spent like $9,000 on my bed,
you
and I would
really?
go to a ghost bed because I like what you're talking about. 'em.
Sure,
But when you
sure.
spend $9,000 on something, you got to get some use out of it.
What'd you get, the Bellagio bed?
It like heats up, it raises, lowers. I can chill or heat my side, my wife's side.
So the
chills
only
her
thing this
knees.
doesn't do, it doesn't heat or cool, right? But
Well,
it
it is
does raise
cooling.
up and down and everything else.
It's cooling,
The mattress
but
itself is cooling.
yeah, it's a
Yeah.
gel that cools.
Because I sleep hot, so I'll never get something heated ever. I just don't like. I don't even like seat heaters in a car.
Oh, I love being.
The
chilled at-
only
chilled at
time
night.
I use it is in weather like we're currently in, where I'm like, all right, great. The car's been sitting out overnight. I'm gonna crank this fucker. up.
And like Dan, your sex life got a lot better on this bed too, right?
Oh yeah, dude.
Like your knees don't slide out
Triple
as much.
ropers.
Yeah.
Pull up Kids in Harlem jump roping, Bob. I'm kidding. You don't have to do that, but that's what the ropes are like. And she's going between them. Hopefully she's not listening to the show. But if you're out there listening to the show, 30% off everything. If you just use the promo code Drinkin Bros, that is pillows, that is sheets, that is the weighted blankets, and you can just rack it up. Put them all in the cart and then check out, and you get 30% off everything. And this year, they get a 60-month pay-as-you-go program. No interest if you have decent credits, including you, Giorgio. Delco's not here today because I think he's getting a sleeve tattoo, right?
Hey, I'm not producing this shit show, but didn't you say 40%?
40%.
40%
And then
off
you
the
said
bundle.
30%.
That's off the bundle package, and then you get 30% off all the individual items. And I'm glad you brought that back up because Ghostbed will appreciate that.
Yeah. Weighted blankets, sheets, pillowcases, pillows. They have
Yeah.
the best pillow. You got to get some of their pillows for sure.
Pillows are great. Just get the pillows, you get 30% off.
I
Who
ordered
cares?
some My Pillows. I was not happy.
No, you
I'm
weren't.
not. I mean, that guy's
I
like
love Mike Lindell. Or Mike Lindell?
Mike Lindell.
Yeah, that's how much you love him.
I know. I love the guy. Like, I love he's American and everything, but I tried his pillows.
Say it.
They're like $90. Man.
Say it.
I just like the I guess I want to put my neck on something a little more expensive and a little more like space foam.
More
or whatever
quality,
they call,
yeah.
What do they call it stuff?
What did the
Memory
Rolling
foam?
Stones
Memory
say?
foam,
You're a
yeah.
man of expensive taste.
Memory foam.
Of
Yeah.
wealth and taste. There it
Just
is.
certain
Well, yeah,
things.
but there's
Certain
like,
I like it.
It's a 30-year life, as Daniel Tosh likes to point out.
It is.
Spend the money.
Spend the money.
things. Yeah, spend the money.
So go to
Drinkin' Bros.
ghostbed.com/Drinkin Bros. Next up, we got the store, D'Anthony. We got the bro boxes.
Yeah.
drinkinbros.com/store.
Yeah, we got a bunch of new trucker gear out now, both for American truckers and Canadian truckers. You wanna put that up on the screen?
There we go.
Just
the bro
go-
box. Get the bro box.
Go to all shit and then sort it by new and
Mother
newness.
trucking freedom sale is what it is
Yeah.
right there.
So are you guys all out of your subscriptions? Is that correct? Like you
No,
sold
we've
them all
got
out?
no. We thought we were going to run out of supplies for the first one, but
Yeah.
we did not.
Okay.
We did not. We just made it. We just made it.
But yeah, you can see those. We got Canadian flags with a truck on them, which are nice.
Because we actually have a lot of Canadian listeners,
A
actually.
lot, yeah.
A ton.
Actually,
Yep.
I'm doing a show, or not a show, but I'm doing an interview that we're going to publish early next week with a couple of Canadian truckers that are there doing independent journalism in Ottawa right now.
And Trudeau's not there, right?
No, he's still got COVID. So he's triple vaccinated and got COVID. And instead of bouncing back in 2 days like Joe Rogan did with horse paste, he's still missing in action somehow.
Yeah.
But Trudeau wasn't Trudeau the guy that made a point to go take a knee with BLM, but can't talk to some truck drivers?
Yeah.
Nah, that's too scary.
Are these truck drivers like that scary?
You know,
Like, are there like truck stops? Like, you hear about these truck stop fights?
yeah,
Are they that intimidating that nobody wants to talk to truckers?
Here's all I've heard about truckers is a glory hole at a rest stop here and there.
Yeah.
Other than that, everything's fine.
It's a
right?
victimless crime.
Yes.
Yeah.
If you're willing to stick your dick through the hole and it gets sucked, who cares what's on the other side?
It's just lot lizards,
But if they're
man.
when they're outside of a truck stop, they're good people, right? Like, why wouldn't Trudeau meet
They're
with
good
them?
people
I
at the
have no
truck
idea.
stop,
Yeah,
okay?
I don't know.
Even if you have a dick in your mouth, you're still a good person. You know?
yeah.
Who cares?
I
cares?
don't know why he won't meet with them, but
I care.
that's why we're putting out some of this stuff so people can buy it and show their support. I think it's trucking. I said this about 6 months ago. Like, the truckers have all the power in North America right now. Like, they can shut down everything.
Especially with the supply chain issues. If that happened in America, you'd be fucked.
Oh, it's
you'd
coming.
Be absolutely fucked.
Hey,
It's coming on March 1st.
So that kid that's tracking Elon Musk and everything in their airplanes, etc.,
Muskjet.
was offered $50,000, $5,000.
He was offered $5
$5,000. He wants
Why don't
50.
Why don't we collectively put something together and offer $5,000 if they can track Trudeau?
Justin Trudeau. Because once you
that-
start
is that
getting into
is that illegal?
once you start getting into elected officials like that,
It's not a good.
It's not a good thing.
That was Dan's idea. I just repeat.
Yeah,
his
yeah,
idea.
yeah.
I'm not a Canadian citizen, so I don't give two fucks about Justin Trudeau. I hope that dude dies of cancer today.
okay,
Right?
sure.
There's no law that says I can't wish death on Justin Trudeau.
No.
You could run Western Canada. With that.
I think
Does anybody
Canada-
want to?
No.
Run Western Canada. Well,
Western Canada's dope. Yeah,
It's fine.
Manitoba to the west and the territories are all pretty dope. Ontario.
Newfoundland's good too.
It's
Newfoundland's
gray
fun.
and it's cold though.
Oh, it's cold, but it's fun.
Is it? What do you do there?
Oh, in Newfoundland?
Are you married?
Yeah, of course.
Oh, you are.
I've only talked about my wife 5 times.
I didn't know, dude, because I was about to get nasty with you.
He's got CTE, yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't. I was. Dude,
Did you fall in the hospital?
I was gonna get nasty with you because you. How does she let you do all this shit on the boat then?
What shit? Taking my friends out?
We had a fucking girl on a dog leash.
Yeah, that was
sent in to me.
Listen, I'm just a captain. I just rented that boat to you guys.
Was she on the boat with you?
No, she doesn't. She doesn't like that stuff. Believe me. I got grounded from that.
If you didn't see the video, we had Lázaro Lopez on a yacht, and there was another female walking another female on all fours like a dog.
That was
in front of him.
That was the calmest thing.
I mean, I know you're
Yeah.
not. I know you're not used to yachts, but that happens all the time. This
I know.
isn't.
Sure, yeah.
This
I know.
isn't new.
No, I know. I know. DiCaprio, after every movie, takes a yacht out in the middle of the ocean.
That's why.
So he can get away from paparazzi and all that shit. And like they snapped off. I talked about this a few weeks ago, but they snapped off one photo of him with Jonah Hill, like right as they were leaving, and there was like 100 prostitutes on this fucking thing, and I was like, God damn it, dude, that's the yacht life.
I don't know.
You know?
Newfoundland steak.
You don't know.
A Newfoundland steak is fried bologna.
Oh, that's true. I thought you. But I was going to go like.
No, no, no.
Is it really?
Alberta has
Yeah.
the beef.
Yeah.
but-
You're not selling Canada to me.
No, Newfoundland's beautiful. Beautiful.
Fried bologna?
No, I mean you don't.
Cold
like
weather?
Fried bologna. They got fish right next. I mean.
What's
order the
their
fish.
chain? Perkins? That's their big chain, right?
I don't even
Tim
know.
Hortons.
Tim
Tim
Hortons.
Hortons.
That's it. Tim
Oh, yeah.
Hortons.
Yeah.
But
But
I was
that's-
wrong. It's the same restaurant with a
Yeah,
different sign.
Tim Hortons is awesome.
It is not awesome.
No, it's the best.
It's
the best.
what are you talking about? It's
I'm not a
What the fuck
gigantic.
is this
It's
guy?
Dunkin' Donuts,
Tim Hortons?
Oh,
but it's way better than
Yeah,
Dunkin'.
it's better quality.
Yeah.
I think it's kind of like a Denny's, just underneath a Denny's.
I don't like an egg salad sandwich, but I'll eat a Tim Hortons egg salad sandwich.
No shit.
They're that good.
That's
I've learned a lot today.
That's the weirdest endorsement for any place I've ever.
yeah,
heard.
dude.
Go
you
to
don't-
Tim Hortons
Yeah.
and have the egg salad sandwich.
I'm
Boy,
going.
there's not even. The only people I trust to make me an egg salad sandwich, wife, mom. That's it.
Yeah.
That's it. Those are the only 2 people.
A lot of stuff can go wrong.
Yes.
The eggs and the salad.
If that sits out
Right.
too
Well,
long,
nothing.
you're
Yeah.
gonna get AIDS.
Yeah.
You're gonna die from AIDS.
Straight up AIDS.
Yes, dude. You're gonna be
Full-blown, yeah.
Freddie
I
Mercury.
mean COVID-3.
Yeah, dude.
Did
you're
you
gonna
read
get
that?
AIDS.
Now there's some AIDS variant.
Oh yeah, it's
blasting
COVID
around.
AIDS. Yeah.
It's COVID AIDS.
COVID
Yeah.
AIDS.
I'm pretty sure Magic Johnson gave it to Eric Garcetti over the fucking weekend.
Yeah. Well, he didn't
in an
inhale.
elevator.
He didn't inhale or exhale in that photo. So
That's to pivot back to a normal conversation for a minute. That's one of the dumbest things I've ever heard in my life.
oh yeah.
We said a lot of dumb things. What do you
No, I mean
No,
Eric
Garcetti
Eric
saying he
Garcetti.
didn't inhale during the picture.
What the fuck?
It's amazing.
And that's like I don't know whether to laugh or be extremely offended by that.
Oh, boy. I love the audacity of it. So part of me is jealous in a way because you want to be that rich and powerful where you can actually say shit like that and think that you can get away with it. Because that's where my mind goes. It's like when you say something that fucking dumb.
Somebody believes it.
Somebody believes it. And there's going to be no repercussions for it.
Jesse,
so you can go out and say shit like that.
Yeah. Jesse talks about this a lot, like how it becomes cult-like. If people are just listening, agreeing with you all the time and allowing you to get away with shit all the time, your brain's like, you know what? I am fucking right.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, you're the fucking mayor of L.A. And speaking of mayors, the mayor of New York City, a video is out on Twitter of him today.
Doing what?
Referring to white people as crackers.
No shit.
I'm going to fight those crackers.
Isn't it? He was a former police captain, right?
Wait, this is that guy cracking down now that all of a sudden wants to fund police and puts his brother in charge?
Yeah, of security.
I got to handle it. Let me hire the family.
What was the reference of crackers to?
Find the video, Bob, and just play it.
On Twitter? Yeah, play it off of Twitter. I don't think we can get dinged.
Just
for
search New York mayor.
How do they get away with this?
I don't know, but like...
He's black.
Like, I got to admit, I'm not offended by the actual, somebody called me a cracker. I just kind of laughed. But it's
honky.
just that, I'd still
When I hear honky with an inflection, though, honky! Like that fucking charges me. I'm kidding. I don't care.
What does honky mean?
I don't care.
Is that like, would that be like a...
Like cracker is self-explanatory.
Like a redneck white guy?
Yeah, like, because we say it all the time to Bob. Man, find that clip, honky!
Yeah, but I mean, what is the etymology of the word? Like cracker is from whip cracker. What's honky? Is it?
I don't know what honky's from, but I think it's hilarious, and I don't mind being called it.
Is it because white people honk the horn in traffic? Because to be honest, I don't think I've ever had a horn honked at me.
I think it predates cars.
Probably.
I don't think I've ever had a horn honked at me by a person of color of any kind before. I've been flipped off and yelled at a lot, but it's only white people that use their horn, I think.
Yeah, usually you're right.
Can we do some go out and get honked at?
I bet you Tesla could track that.
Did we find the video of the guy saying crackers?
Yeah, this is from 2019. It wasn't like yesterday.
Way to fact check. No, I'm proud of you, Bob. We're not spreading misinformation.
Like nowhere during his race, mayoral race, does this come up.
How did they not find this? Is what I don't understand.
He was basically running against all other people of color.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, he was.
Yeah, I don't know that it would have played.
Wouldn't that be like the meta universe in America where all the black people started calling each other racist? For using anti-white slurs back in the day, we would have come full circle at that point.
That's coming.
Play the clip, Bob. Let's hear it.
In the police department, I kicked those crackers' ass, man. I was unbelievable. Day in the police department, I kicked those crackers' ass, man. I was unbelievable.
There's a much longer version of that clip where he talks about how he was a patrolman, then a sergeant, lieutenant, and captain, and you all know me, blah, blah, blah.
So besides cracker, using the word cracker, I want to know the story. Like he kicked a white guy's ass? This is his claim to fame?
I think he meant racist people inside of policing. He kicked their ass.
He kicked them out.
Unbelievable in the police department when you keep 100 blacks in law enforcement. Came a sergeant, a lieutenant, and a captain. You know the story. Some people all of a sudden trying to reinvent me. But the reality is, what I was then is who I am now. I'm called again. So it's so interesting. I'm coming right after the sister talking about cannabis. I would rather wear white all day, grow a beard, smoke some weed, and leave this stuff alone. You hear me? Man, these Negroes, boy, these Negroes that wake up every day and don't like themselves, they're going to beat me up. The people who say, where's our real black leaders? They're going to say, listen, who's Eric? You know, why does Eric think he should be mayor? Well, Negro, you run. You run. Go raise him $7 million. You know, go do this hits. Let me tell you something, man. They are lining up. Eric can't be mayor. In the corners of the city, they are lining up. They know me. They know what I'm about. And they know what I'm going to do as the mayor of the city of New York. Listen, we're not going to play this game. We're taking 30% off the top of MWBEs. Not saying give it to a majority company to pass through. No. We're going to take the 30% off the top. Y'all have your 70%. The 30% is going to go straight to the women and minority-owned business. Now, let me...
So that was the wrong clip, Bob, but I enjoyed it, actually.
I mean, by that, he meant family.
I kicked those crackers' ass, man. I was...
Okay. You just said it at the very, very end?
Very beginning.
Oh, very
I see.
beginning.
So what happened?
I'm
directly
going to be
before
honest.
that?
I'm not only am I not offended by it, but I actually like this guy.
Yeah, he sounds fun.
He sounds like a blast.
Look,
Fuck
his
it.
only problem was he said he's going to bring the money to minorities. He meant his family.
Right.
I mean, he's actually.
Yeah, he's already
What he's
cronied it
saying
up.
is kind of cool. And what he's doing, if he does it, he follows through on it.
I disagree for one reason, actually. I heard Shapiro talking about this in regard to Whoopi yesterday. Now, I've said a number of times I don't really care about that show. I think it should be shit canned, probably because of ratings. The ratings have to suck. They get like spikes during hate viewing periods. Where
The
people
View?
Yeah.
It's one of those programs that just lives at that time slot. So like, there's nothing against it.
It gets what they call pass by, right? Like, so it's on in a fucking airport and people walk by and they
Correct.
count that as a viewer. It's not real. That's why their advertisers fucking leave all the time. But anyways, I don't really give a fuck what people say. I'm not trying to cancel anybody ever. I think it's stupid. The market will determine whether or not somebody should continue to exist there or not. But Shapiro made the point that these are the people, these leftist assholes that have created this rule where if you say a bad word or a bad thing, no matter, even if it's 15 fucking years ago, then you're done.
Yeah.
Now we need to make them play by their own fucking rules for a little while so they can feel that pain. Otherwise, we're not on the same fucking playing field here, are we?
No, and the other part about this is like, dude, I don't get offended easily. I'm certainly not offended by this or this dude calling people crackers. I don't give a shit.
I'm a little
It doesn't bother me one. Hey,
at all.
Incidentally, you guys know Whoopi's first name?
Karen.
Karen.
Yeah.
Karen, yeah, we
It
found that
all
out.
makes sense now.
Yeah.
It makes sense.
Karen,
She's like the
Karen
biggest
Johnson,
Karen. She's the
actually, which is
biggest
like
Karen.
But in all sincerity, like this mayor of New York, like I live there. I love New York City. It's turned into a fucking shithole. It was great when Giuliani was there, and even De Blasio. Or no, not De Blasio, the guy before it, Bloomberg.
Bloomberg, yeah.
De Blasio was the one that fucked it all up, and they had to get him out of there to get this guy in there. But I love New York, and it does take somebody like this to run New York.
No, it doesn't take somebody like this. You hear one speech and you think he's a good man. He's a piece of fucking shit.
Don't know anything about him.
Well,
I mean, what he's saying. What's wrong with what he's saying?
What he said.
Right?
What he said was all the funding that comes into the government, they're going to take 30% off the top and give it to women and minority-owned businesses out of pocket. Why?
But is
Why?
he actually
No,
going to
no.
do that? Is the thing.
The
right?
other, he will.
depends
He
on-
will absolutely, because one of the other things he said was during his campaign, I'm not going to fucking sign this bill that allows 800,000 non-U.S. citizens to vote in our fucking elections, and he did it less than a month after being inaugurated as mayor. 800,000 people in New York, which is 1/10 of the people in New York, right, are non-citizens that are now allowed to vote in their elections.
That's crazy.
No
because
shit.
of that piece of shit right there.
All right, well then I changed my mind.
And it
He's a
goes
piece of shit.
and you know what? It goes full circle, right? They destroy small business, then they're going to be patted on the back for building small business up.
Yeah, it's iceberg
Like,
slim.
do these people not remember?
No, they remember. They remember
what
he held the whole
happens to
thing.
Democratic voters? Fool me once, fool me twice. Like when you're on your 50th fucking fool.
Yeah. It's bizarre. It's like that Dave Chappelle thing he talked about. I think it was in the Bird Revelation about Iceberg Slim, that pimp, right? And the author of the book asked the pimp, "How do you get these women to be so loyal to you?" And he says, "What I do is I take an extension cord and I whip that bitch, right?
Yeah.
Then I leave her in the room. Then I come back a little bit later and give her some pills and be like, hey, it's all right. Nobody's going to hurt you now. So I created a problem that hurt her, and now, but I'm also the one that solved her problem." And that's what you're seeing with these like Biden job reports. Motherfucker, you shut down all the business. You made it regulatory wise where people had to choose between firing people or forcing them to get vaccinated, or you going out of business because you can't operate your business under these stupid fucking draconian laws. And now when you fucking stop terrorizing people and they get back to doing okay again, you're trying to take credit for it. Fuck you.
Yeah.
Right up your fat fucking old ass.
But they'll vote another
Oh, yeah.
from the same party in. They forget
People like to be abused.
what. Yeah.
They do. Yeah.
Battered voter syndrome. I don't know what it is.
Yeah.
Did that guy in New York really do that shit?
Yes.
With 800,000 fucking illegals and shit? No way.
They're not all illegals.
What are they then?
They're
Undocumented.
no. They're non-citizens. They're immigrants that might be here on some kind of visa or whatever the fuck, or they might even if as a permanent resident. You can't vote unless you're a fucking citizen.
Yeah, I mean, 42 years ago they came for vacation. They're not illegal.
No, not at all.
They're lost.
Not at all, yeah. I don't know where you would put them in New York. It's just too fucking expensive in New York City.
You don't have to put them. No, they're already there.
What are they doing?
Fucking hanging out, I guess. I don't know what the fuck do you think they're doing.
A one bedroom is
upgrading
fucking 3,800.
They're upgrading their leaf blowers and starting a business.
There's no leaves to be blown in that city, my man.
I know where.
If you have a tree, you're rich in that city.
I know where they
You're
don't.
one tree.
I know where they don't live, and that's AOC's district.
No.
There are no poors living in that district.
No,
like
not at all.
it's funny how she represents like one of the richest districts in America, and she's like, "Oh, we got to stop these rich people."
Mm-hmm.
Like, oh yeah, what? You know, a good way to stop them is by stopping all those $100,000 jobs that Amazon was about to bring to your fucking community.
Yeah,
$32 billion in revenue.
And by the way,
which we get now.
Whoops. Yes.
Thank you, you stupid bitch.
Since we talked about it on the last show, Amazon did report after the bell yesterday.
Yeah.
Numbers were through the fucking
They're through the roof.
roof.
And our fucking property values on our private properties and our business properties here in the Austin area, I got to tell you, AOC, you're the best.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. We've seen like a 40% increase just in our commercial property value over the last couple of months.
Because Amazon is here now, and shit, everything is moving. Netflix is building a studio here.
Yeah.
Everybody's coming to Austin. Yeah, Tesla's already.
Tesla announced, I don't know if they're in a partnership or something, $500 million into a new housing project.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, they need housing. Here's why: because they need housing for their employees,
Yeah, for
and
sure.
it doesn't exist.
And the only way to get it to move through the Texas, like not Texas in general, but the Austin permit process, which is corrupt as fuck, is to spend a lot of your own money making all that shit happen.
Yeah.
Elon Musk is not stupid. He's greased plenty of wheels in his lifetime. He knows what a bribe is, and that's all that is, by the way.
And I don't care.
Nah, fucking.
Who cares, dude? Let's
If
go
it gets the
Musk.
shit done faster, do it.
Let's Musk up, dude. I want to go to fucking space.
I just want to get in on that contract. Like, can I build under your permit, Elon, or not?
That's a tough one. By the way, did you see the new truck? They finally had one roll off.
I'll pay for it in Dogecoin.
Rogan posted it.
I saw that. I got one on order.
Yeah, we all do. Yeah, we're not getting those for 3 or 4
2
years.
years, I think, yeah.
Is it really?
I think so.
They've been saying 2 years.
God,
This is like it's like Snatch. You said 5 minutes, 2 minutes ago.
Yeah, that's where we're. I'm still waiting for that goddamn thing.
I will tell you though, I had a Tesla Model S several years ago, and I found out kids came home and they said, "Hey, Elon donated to Hillary Clinton's campaign." I sold the car the next day. So the one time I make a political statement and I'm all happy about it, I'm like, "Fuck that guy." And then about 2 weeks later, I'm telling somebody the story. He's like, "Well, you know, he also donated to the Trump campaign."
Yeah.
No, he did not.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
And he showed me, and I'm like, "Fuck!" I tried to get my car back, but it was gone.
Gone.
But I do have a new one now. I have a Plaid, and it's
Plaid, what's that?
the Model S Plaid.
That's the super nice one.
The
You got a picture of it? Let's see
it's
this
in
thing.
the parking lot right here. It's 0 to 60 in 1.9 seconds.
Yeah, but we got to show the audience. They're not going to be here. They're not going to be here today. Let's see this fucking thing.
Oh, it's
Bob.
not that expensive. It's only $130.
Yeah, 140, I think.
That's not bad.
149 all out.
It's the fastest production car ever, right?
Let's see it.
It's got to be at 1.9. Shit,
Yeah.
or at least the fastest.
Is that it right there? This red one?
Yeah. What color's yours?
gray.
That's nice. That's nice.
It's
That's
like a
real nice.
rocket
Dion.
ship.
Probably don't get a red one. You're gonna get pulled over every fucking 5 seconds.
Well, no, you can go the speed limit, right? And those things, you just set it and forget it, right?
I mean, technically,
Yeah.
you can
Yeah.
go the speed limit, but who the?
You
I mean,
technically
I
can.
guess going 0 to 60, you're just there in 2 seconds, and then you just stay there. There's no law that says you can't get to the speed limit as fast as humanly possible. That's not a law.
Not a law. 1, 2. Can you set it so where? Let's say you did fucking rocket ship this thing. What is it called? Sicko mode.
It's got track mode on it, they call it.
Track mode.
Yeah, it's Plaid mode, and then I think there's track mode on it, or it's something else.
Sicko mode was Travis.
Drag strip mode, it's called. Drag
Okay.
strip. So you just push a little button, drag.
So
strip
with
mode.
that, let's say there's a car that stops suddenly, right? Will this new Tesla stop
Yeah.
right before that?
Oh, yeah.
Even doing that?
Yeah.
God
It's
damn it,
fantastic.
dude.
It's got a lot of safety features. I hit 90 miles an hour on my street just leaving my driveway.
Dan, you got one of these. You got a yacht, dude. What the fuck, dude? We need to start selling guns.
I need
can we be
a
best
gun.
friends?
I need a gun
Man,
plug.
dude.
You need a what?
A gun plug.
A gun plug to buy guns from?
No, like a plug, like you know what? We're gonna talk sponsorship here after.
Yeah.
Sure. What's your stuff? You know we had Kimber. We had
it's-
Kimber on
I just
for-
know Ghostbed doesn't pay you guys a lot, and I just want to beat.
He's
them.
trying to sow division over here.
No, Ghostbed's awesome. I'm
Yeah, they
not. I'm
are.
not doing.
But
that.
yeah,
We
these-
have a 60-day out in the contract.
Nah,
Dan, so
you know,
if the dollar is right,
You need to keep that contract, but there's room for a gun on the Ghostbed.
We're gonna
Just
bring-
saying.
You just told me about the goddamn Tesla that does 190 and then the yacht, and you're like,
No,
yeah,
90
you
miles
keep
an hour in the driveway.
You keep the fucking sponsor. You
We're
might
gonna-
want to keep that Ghostbed.
We're gonna
sponsor.
bring Rich Bernstein here, and you guys just fight.
Let's do it.
Just fight.
No, we're down.
Okay, but
Kimber
here's
was
the
a sponsor, by
But
the
here's the bullshit about
It's
this car.
f-1firearms.com.
Yeah, F-1, yeah.
F-1.
You want to bring that side up, Bob?
Yeah.
So here's the thing about the car. It's cool. It's great around the city. I love driving it. But I charge it up. It's freezing here. I got the lights on. I drive to Austin at night, and I use like 45% of my battery just to get to Giddings.
Well, it's probably worse when you're
I was doing 90
when it's hot outside.
No,
because
it's better.
Battery life goes down when it's hotter.
No, apparently
right?
it's opposite with Tesla.
Oh, really?
It's better.
How did they figure
Really?
that shit out?
Yeah, but the supercharging's fine. You jack it in, and then you just plug it in.
How long is it? It's like 30 minutes, right?
Yeah, like
To
40
charge that
minutes
bitch up?
now
Yeah.
to charge it.
It's not bad.
give it a
Let's
good
put
charge.
his website on screen here for F1.
You're just picking out your gun, aren't you?
Yeah.
We know what
Yeah.
you're doing.
He's got a bunch of.
You
So
got no interest in.
if you stop right there, the
FDR 15.
the handles.
Is that for Roosevelt?
No, that's a forged defense rifle.
Okay.
The handles on these things you can see they're very ergonomic and it's got gutted paracord wrapped around it. It's one of my. I used to do that to my handles in the military. Put gutted paracord around it and then some tape because it made it really nice and sticky.
When you're out murdering people.
Yeah.
He murders a lot of homeless people. We don't talk about it on the show that much.
No, I tried to
Shot
feed
homeless people.
I tried to
in
feed
Afghanistan or
Well, no, but Austin's got a lot of homeless people,
Iraq.
and that when that bill got signed, where they were like, "Hey, we're going to start moving everybody,"
They just gave me a bunch of tags.
Dan was like, "I'll do it. We're good, dude." Yeah. So he
yeah.
goes out at like 3 a.m. and just starts picking them off.
I didn't-
If you look, there's those underpasses are empty.
I didn't murder them. I just put like one of those tags on their ear.
Like
a cow.
So I can track them now.
Yeah.
like the grade of beef.
And it's like, if you come back here, I'll fucking murder you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He just marks them.
Yeah.
I
Are
think
you out?
I think the hot ones get a different tag.
Yeah.
The ones with drugs get a different tag.
Oh,
Give
Yeah.
and take. And then
'Cause
Dan
that's-
does the drugs and tests them.
so you're like the mayor. You've got jobs for them.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a hobo mayor.
Yeah. I've
Mayor
actually,
of Hobotown.
Wait, didn't I have?
We might even actually call the name of this episode
You were
Mayor
the
of
HOA
Hobotown.
lead head.
Oh yeah, it was the
Yeah.
homeless HOA. That's what I wanted.
Oh, you're
to
the
do.
homeless HOA.
Yeah.
Yeah, make sure those tents are up to
Like,
snuff.
how do you enforce bylaws?
Colors. So you start with colors, right? All the tents got to be uniform.
Yeah.
Okay. You want to make it look nice.
Well, it's got to be
Right.
natural
Good
colors.
point.
Yeah.
No neon bullshit or anything. Although neon is very natural. It's actually the 10th element in the periodic table.
Yeah, you don't want to draw attention to yourself or whatever. Like fit in with all the other homeless people.
And they can only have like one lawn chair out front, like
Correct.
stuff like that.
Yeah. Different cuts of meats, cans of beans, and things like that. Uniform. Make it all uniform.
Yeah.
Once there's a hierarchy, then there's problems because somebody's got better beans than you, and then fights break
Yeah,
out.
then that's right.
So you gotta. There's a lot of.
And you don't want to police them
Yeah. And
because that takes away their freedom.
And then bonsai trees.
So they
just give everybody a calming bonsai
They're
tree
a
and a pair of
perfect
scissors.
example of defunding working.
Yeah.
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 It worked out great.
So when you defund,
Have you been to LA lately? It worked out super great out there.
so when you defund and something happens to you, nobody even notices you missing.
That's
No.
true. Yeah. I mean, if you don't report a crime, did it
You don't
really
report it.
Yeah.
You're not registered anywhere. You have no address.
Or if there's nowhere,
like it didn't happen.
If there's nowhere to report a crime, did it actually happen?
Exactly.
Yeah.
There you go.
Who are you calling?
But how do you make money off of this?
Oh, we'll figure
When do
it
you like?
out.
How do you start charging? rent for-
Advertisement.
Yeah.
So you're just so
It's called
essentially, let's say
it's-
you made a bunch of F1 firearms tents for homeless people,
Yeah.
and then you gave them out. Congratulations! Every time you drive by, it's free advertising. You're like, oh, shit.
It's called hobo.
I am going to do this.
Yeah.
You're going to be driving one day and you're going to see F1. I'm going to buy some ball ass tents.
And just give them to homeless
I'm
people.
going to give them to homeless people.
It's called hobo.
Like
advertising.
2-bedroom tents with F1 on the side.
Give them
And you're going
t-shirts.
to die laughing.
Give
You're going
them
to be like,
hoodies. Keep them warm, dude. Get them
hoodies.
jackets. Get them F1 jackets.
It's called hobo advertising.
Yeah.
is it a thing?
No.
No,
Well, it was a
it
thing
is
on
now.
It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. Frank did it one time.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, I thought it was great when they were having them fight. When
Oh,
they-
bum fights.
yeah.
Bum fights.
I
was
mean, I
dope,
would have
dude.
thrown down money in the middle of that.
Oh yeah. Bum
I mean,
fights is awesome.
think
That kind of
about-
got frowned upon.
I don't know. That's weird. I know it seems kind of exploitative, but if somebody can literally fight their way out of poverty, I feel like that's as American as it fucking gets.
Yeah.
Dude.
We
I mean, Kimbo did it, didn't he? It was
Yeah.
He did, yeah.
So did fucking Street Jesus.
We did an episode way back in the day called Bum Fucks, and it's BUMFUXXX, okay? Because it's triple X, obviously. So Jared and I were going to pay bums to fuck, and then it was a dollar amount, hidden camera show where you show up.
To fuck you?
Yeah.
Or to
So
fuck
you look in his
No, each
camera and
other.
you're like, yo, my name is Ricky. I'm 33 years old. I'm from New Jersey. I just got off my shift at Subway. I got $80. I'm going to go fuck this bum. And then it's hidden camera style where you walk up, you wake up the bum, and you're like, yo, man, let's buck. Yo, man, let's buck. And the bum's like, nah, man, I'm not into that. I'm not gay. I'm not gay. I'm not gay. And you're like, but I got 80. And he's like, shit. All right, give me the $80. Just hurry up. And then you fuck the bum real quick and then move on with
There's
your
not
day.
a lot of good-looking female bums.
Who
I
did-
feel
who
if you're
said-
So
good-looking-
says you.
Let me stop you right there. Who said anything about females?
I mean, I just assumed
Nope.
that So 2 dudes fuck.
Oh yeah.
Whatever, Dion. A hole's a hole, dude.
Yeah, that's
if you're
kinda-
fucking homeless people.
I don't think I'm about that. I think I'll
You
put the
sound-
shirts. I'll put the shirts on the other
You sound
ones.
just like the bums right before the $80 comes out, my man.
Yeah.
I mean, I did a lot of shit for $80, but nothing like that.
Step up the
80
game, dude.
world.
$80 changes the entire conversation.
I don't
It
think I
does.
would do it for 80 grand.
For what? You?
Yeah,
Yeah, you're too fucking rich, dude.
800 grand. I would
Ask a
really do it.
normal person. Like, they would fucking do that in a second.
You'd fuck a dude for 80 grand.
Fuck a dude for 80 grand today?
A bum.
Yeah. Yes. Right now, just to do it?
Really?
Why not?
His-
It's part
Like,
of the
that's
power.
worse than fucking somebody after they run a marathon. Like, they don't shower. They don't.
Put up the 80 grand. I'll go find a bum right now.
I should have started lower. I got 15 grand, I think, in my backpack. We could have.
Not
made this
enough,
happen.
dude. Where's that 80, dog? We got shit to pay for.
we're just
okay?
gonna- we're just gonna-
started
There's an
lower.
aluminum shortage.
Lo-
I got to order more seltzer cans, dog. So yeah, you put that 80 down, I'm in right now.
Dude,
I am fucking in.
You kind of make me nervous.
I like
Does
how I
Does
do.
he make you nervous?
But Lázaro Lopez does
I'm
not.
the one with the gun. So.
Yeah, that's right. I hope you're a good shot.
You've got multiple. By the way, are you still able?
I don't think I would shoot you though. Like if you were to come at me right now,
Just
I
wing
think I
him.
would get more pleasure just beating his face.
Yeah, pee on him too.
Not a prayer.
After.
Yeah, well,
Not a prayer.
or during.
You don't think I could take you?
Well, now you could because of the fucking bullshit in the hospital.
Oh,
but,
now you got it. Now
before,
you.
no.
Yo, now
Just
you're handicapped.
No.
Jam that fucking thing up his ass.
Now he's handicapped.
He's handicapped.
One little
I'm-
visit
I'm-
to
I'm
emergency.
getting there,
One
yeah.
little visit to emergency, and now you got a vice
That
for the rest of your
that
life.
wasn't that bad. It was the fucking chest tubes, dude. Even well, I don't think we've told this story. But
I didn't say anything about hitting your chest. I'm going to beat your face.
yeah.
What about his
either
dick
way?
and balls,
I
though?
can't even lift weights right now. It's tough.
That's
but
cheating.
You know what's funny? I told fucking that doctor after the show. Because, like, I don't think he believed me during the show. And I was like, oh, yeah, I just got out of the hospital and I had chest tubes all day. The guy that Rogan got in trouble for, Peter McCullough. And so after the show, I pulled up my shirt and he goes, oh, Jesus Christ. And I was like, is that too much for you? And he goes, dude, you really went through some shit. And I was like, yeah, dude, you think I was fucking lying for the show? And he goes, yeah, dude, you might have something else that's wrong with you.
I
And was
won't
like,
lie.
What the fuck?
You minimized it to me too. Like I had no idea.
Well, it's not something you want to
And
just...
Dan never. No, but Dan's just like, no, he's just gone for a little while. All right.
Yeah. Well, Dan's seen worse.
Tell me he was hooked up. Like, what's that show?
Dan's seen worse.
I don't care.
But they don't revive
Yeah.
the ones you've seen.
No.
They just kind of make sure there's no pulse.
Yeah.
Yeah. They put a flag over that, you know?
yeah.
So that's it. So with me, it's like, who gives a shit? So it's not like I'm out telling people. But him, I actually wanted an answer because I was like, hey, dude, you're a doctor. And he sees patients like that all the time. And the way he was freaked me out. And I went home to my wife and I was like, yo, dude, should I be freaked out about this?
So are you freaked out a little bit?
A little after him, I was.
Have you changed your lifestyle at all? Or you're like, fuck it, I'm just going away.
No, because there's no reason to really change.
Well,
I mean, you're
eat healthy,
yeah.
exercise
but
more.
I pretty much always eat healthy and maybe not enough. Stress-wise from work and shit like that, that'll never go away.
Definitely not enough. I mean,
Yeah.
it's not doing anything for you.
No, it's not.
He eats healthy?
Yeah.
I doubt it.
Why has he got bad skin? And he's like,
Whoa, man,
Whoa,
you're really
what the
coming
no, I'm
after
sorry.
me.
I'm just being honest. I
Skin
thought we were
is-
supposed to be honest.
My skin is great. Look at this. That's as good as
you
you
need some
can
more
get right
vitamin
now.
E.
Now that's true. That is
Well,
definitely true.
we don't ever see the sun, so DE, we're fucked on that.
Okay,
That's
yeah.
that's
we'll get
not-
you out. We'll get you plenty of vitamin
When I
D
say
and
us, I mean the
double
average
Ds.
Yeah.
average American is fucked on vitamin D, especially, but E and K as well.
Well, this summer on the boat, we'll get you some double vitamin D.
When I got out, when I got out of the hospital, by the way, yeah, exactly. When I got out, she was like, maybe you should tan or something. I was like, fuck, is it that bad? She was like, you're super white. And I was like, well, you live in a goddamn bed for 45 days.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
45 days?
Yeah, 45 days. Long time. Long
It's
time.
not that long.
Fuck, you didn't even run like a GoFundMe or anything for this guy?
Now we've
Why?
got
We have
really
health
good
insurance.
insurance.
Where were you
We have
doing?
good health insurance.
I was waiting for him to die so I could get the $7 million in health insurance or the life
Life
insurance.
insurance.
This would have been a much. We would have had like real
Yeah.
mahogany.
No, I was like,
There's a huge policy on that.
I was like pension.
Even my
Dude,
wife was probably like, yo.
I was injecting
That's
shit
kinda
into
weird,
his
huh?
bag and
We
stuff.
talked about it.
Like
Yeah.
they like hanging out with you, but they'd be okay with you dying.
Probably for that much money, yes. I mean, if you're fucking homeless people for 80 grand, imagine $8.5 million. I mean, that's a big policy.
That's your life insurance?
Yeah.
I think I'm like 8 or 12.
Yeah.
8 to
I'm uninsurable
why?
Dan is uninsured. He didn't get insured.
Why?
because I told him to go. They were like,
Drugs.
Hey, I told them I do mushrooms all the time
Yeah.
Why?
because they asked.
They asked, yeah, because they're taking blood. They're going to find out anyways.
Well, they wouldn't have found out that.
Yeah. Well, they said that they had never seen that much marijuana in somebody's system in all their years of testing.
That's probably true.
But you're a high functioning.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that doesn't do anything for life insurance.
Yeah, it also doesn't do anything that 0 people in the history of weed have ever died from it.
So do you feel like if one of you died, what would be the worst one to die? Like the show would kind of tip. Like who's more important here?
Probably him, because
think?
he's the host. I just provide color commentary, but not colored commentary.
But you
Yeah, dude, don't
But you sit
don't
over
say
here
coloreds.
but you're over here like you're
Again,
some
Dion.
boss bitch. Like you're really confusing to me.
No, that's mostly apathy that you're reading.
Oh, sympathy. Okay.
I just don't care.
I don't know. I don't know if you were partners and lovers. I mean, it's all very confusing.
All of it's up in the air. Again, a hole's a hole, a mouth's a mouth, Dion. I'm sorry that you judge and see genders and colors and everything
Yeah,
else.
you've been very
We don't do
judgmental
that.
today.
I'm not.
Yeah.
I'm just kind of glad because I think you're a smart dude and the place will go very far with
I
you.
appreciate it, but I can also see you being like a Papa John behind the scenes. You know, maybe go see some therapy for it.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm just want some good advertisement spots.
Yeah, you can have them.
Yeah,
you can
good.
have them.
Okay,
We're
good.
in.
Then
Again,
then we're cool.
Kimber was a sponsor for a long time on the show.
Oh, were they really?
Yeah.
I like Kimber's.
Yeah.
I got a couple here.
Speaking of which, now's the point in the show we get to the Drinkin' Bro of the Week, which is someone who's inspired you or helped you become the person you are today. Mine was Kimber. It's not you. So I'm kidding. Who would you like to give the Drinkin' Bro of the Week to?
Damn, I don't even know.
Who helped you? Who helped you create this business now that you've got a yacht and Teslas and shit?
Well, my wife.
Really?
Yeah,
That's awesome.
Honestly, yeah. She works hard. She's the president of the company. She goes there every day, does the grind. I, get up at noon, do my thing. I work hard at just different hours and stuff. But no, honestly, she's probably the one. Yeah, she's keeping everything together. Really good with the customers. So I know that probably surprises you. But,
No, somebody's got to do that
not at
day-to-day
all.
shit.
Yeah, and I'm not, and I don't say it just because I want to say it and be
No.
the hero and get a pat on the back. No, she does a wonderful job.
Mine's the same. She does all of our merch. Like, I can't do that shit. I can't talk to people and be polite and shit. I can't.
Yeah.
I'm a piece of shit, and I understand that. Our biggest push over the last 2 years has been to separate ourselves from the daily operation of the company so we can just do this.
Or somebody's got to run the family. It's very important, right? Like,
Yeah.
It was crazy when I was growing up the corporate ladder and climbing the corporate world, which sucks, by the way, if you're stuck in corporate life. But until you get out and do your own thing or have your own company, it's hard. You work harder with your own company.
Yeah.
But
nobody ever tells you that either.
But it's much more rewarding and lifestyle. But you need somebody like I would always, if my boss would come in and say, "Hey, we need to be in Paris tomorrow. We got a situation," I'd be like, "I'll go." Never called home because I knew that she would support the job because she saw the vision of success, right? And where other people would be like, "Well, I don't know if I can go," and then they'd be on the phone, "Well, I don't know how long I need to go, honey. They need me there tomorrow," and they're negotiating, and it's like that's crazy. You got to have a relationship that allows you to be successful.
Yeah.
In all honesty, all the
Yeah.
women out there, I'm sorry if you're getting divorced, it's going to fuck your settlement. But in reality, women are very important for a successful guy. Some women.
Yeah.
If it's the right one, et cetera. Of course, there's the ulterior women and the Russians in Miami that just want your money. But
Or the China lady that was fucking Eric Swalwell.
there you
Yeah.
go. There you go, right?
I think she opened up a new business called Ming Ling's Handies and Sandies.
Yeah. Very popular.
I think it was, I don't remember.
I'm a
the
big
name.
fan of their sandwiches. I don't even like their hand jobs.
No,
that
the
much.
hand
What do you
jobs
think
aren't
was in
great.
the sandwich?
Egg salad.
Yeah.
That's called a
They make the
callback.
best. They make the best egg salad in the biz.
It's right
dude.
next to Tim Hortons.
Everybody in the biz knows that.
Everybody in the biz knows that.
Can you imagine, like, I'm not a strip club guy in the first place, but food at a strip club, something seems wrong about
No,
that.
no, there's some
Except for
strip clubs have
popcorn and shrimp.
amazing. Some
I know
strip
that,
clubs
that place
have
in Florida.
amazing
That place in
food.
Florida's got really good wings too. The place in Orlando, I think.
Yeah.
What's it called?
Rachel's?
No. No.
Sorry,
It's the one
starts
that,
with an R.
It's
Too
the,
late, Dion.
Off
You're
of which-
already.
Off
Yeah.
of which highway?
It's the one that the basketball player got caught going
Rick's
to.
Classy Chazzy.
That doesn't sound like a
No.
classy place.
No.
I was left there on my birthday.
What was the name of the place that the basketball player went to when they were in quarantine for the playoffs?
Oh,
or
Lemon
whatever?
Pepper Lou.
Yeah, Lemon Pepper. Lou
Lou
Williams.
Williams,
Yeah.
He went there, and his excuse was they were like, "Hey, COVID's going on." They're like, "Why the fuck did you go to the strip club afterwards?" And he was just like, "I'm super hungry, and they have the best wings."
So I had no lie. I had I guess it's above VIP membership at a strip club. And
What does that mean exactly? Yeah.
That means he's an owner of the strip club. Or
I mean, it's a situation. Anyway, I had this situation. Got me access to very private areas. But the reality was I like taking customers there because you can have a meal. The girls don't bother you. They have to be invited in. So you're not like, hey, you want some company? No, thanks. Hey, you want some company? No, thanks. Hey, you want some company? Sure. So you have to be invited in. You can conduct business. They had really good food there. I made a lot of my money in IT consulting. I don't know if you guys knew that.
No.
But I signed $6-8 million contracts at strip clubs.
No shit.
Yeah, because I didn't golf.
Yeah.
Golf is another great place
Yeah.
to do business, but nothing dirty going on. It wasn't like customers getting a hand job and I'm signing a contract. It just was the atmosphere of it all. It was
Great view.
Call me weird.
Yeah.
Call me weird. Yeah, you could see the stage from up there and look down, and it was just a great place to do business. I mean, that's how I did it.
Coming to the stage, chandelier.
Mercedes.
Yeah.
Always a Mercedes, right?
Oh, there's always a Mercedes.
Porsche, Mercedes.
Well, it depends on what's flashy at the time, right?
There's no Kias.
There's no Teslas.
You ever get a Kia stripper?
No, I've never had a Kia
Not in this
stripper.
country.
No, not here. Not here, my man.
You been to Patio Beach,
I don't know what that is.
Thailand?
No, I've never been to Thailand. No.
What's
you weren't-
Patio
you weren't-
Beach?
You weren't in the Navy.
Yeah, what is Patio Beach?
It's just a location.
Sure. What happens on that
Just where
location?
the service guys, where they get their shore leave.
Okay, gotcha.
You know, I keep forgetting he's not Navy.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's hard to forget.
Well, when you're with Ray Cashcare, you're reminded every day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Navy, right? Make
My
your bed.
God,
the
dude.
Navy, make your bed.
FaceTiming.
I love Ray.
FaceTiming, dude. No, we're not FaceTiming him.
He sent us-
I don't answer a FaceTime.
He sent us a video after that FaceTime.
Yeah, he did.
Did he really?
Yeah, he
God. I didn't
introduced
look at it
himself
yet.
as former Navy SEAL Ray Cash.
Did he really?
Jesus, I can't do it. I can't do voice text messages, and I can't do FaceTimes with people.
Former Navy SEAL, and I just want to be annoying.
No, turn it off. Turn it off. He says some horrible shit in there. I
does he
forgot
really?
about that.
Some
yeah.
horrible language.
I didn't even-
Horrible. It's not for children.
No, it wasn't that bad,
I'm kidding.
but it was something private.
I mean,
that's
if
coming up soon.
If it had you stop it, I'm kind of curious.
Well, I don't want anybody to know yet.
Yeah, it's a secret.
Yeah.
We're doing something with Ray in the future.
Yeah,
good.
And
That's
it's-
all we can say right now.
Doesn't
Okay.
involve any of his holes. I don't
Ray's
think.
like your redheaded stepchild, isn't he?
Yeah.
You love him, but you got to smash his face.
Yeah, every now and
guess.
again, I feel
It's like a love-hate.
it's mostly
It's mostly hate.
hate.
Yeah. Very little love.
But he would be there for you. Like if the doctor was going to do something stupid at the hospital, Ray would come flying in from the ceilings.
yeah, yeah, he'd be there for
a
sure.
he's
He's
a
like the
spider
ultimate
monkey.
warrior without
Yeah.
the face paint.
Well, I could see him in the. To be honest, he could have been a professional wrestler,
Or a rape victim.
but he would have been like Rey Mysterio Jr. because he's only 5 foot tall.
I think
he's
he
a
went
very
to-
little man.
Didn't he go through high school or college?
Wrestling,
Wrestling? I
yeah,
think he was
yeah,
a wrestling.
like real wrestling.
I think
though.
he was a state champ.
Yeah, but like real wrestling. I'm talking about the Road Warrior.
Yeah.
Like WWE.
like dress him up like a lunatic and like the Hulk. He's right
He was
behind
going
him.
town to town, dude, doing little cage fights for $25 a night with barbed wire, like over tables and shit. A lot of thumbtacks. Yeah, you didn't know that about Ray?
No.
Yeah,
It was him and Terry Funk and Mankind and all
yeah.
those guys.
All those guys they came up together.
Yeah.
No
Yeah.
kidding.
Yeah, dude.
Who laughed at that? Who knew who Terry Funk was? Oh.
Giorgio.
That's crazy.
The one wrestler.
No, we
in the
made
room.
all that up. None of that's true.
That's not true.
You think you know a guy.
Yeah.
Well, I'm sure he's got darker secrets
That's
than
the
that.
Navy SEALs, brother. You don't know.
Hey, all these guys have secrets,
Yeah.
including Dan.
Yeah. We've all got secrets.
all
Sam.
got secrets.
You got secrets, too.
No, I got a lot of secrets.
Today's show is brought to you by F1 Firearms, by the way. See how it's got a nice ring to it.
Grab a hundo out of my backpack.
Yeah, it's got a nice ring to it. If you want to sponsor us, you're welcome to do it. We appreciate you being here. You were really fucking funny on the sports show in Nashville.
But not
and
now.
and your company, your company's amazing. You're a funny, interesting dude. I don't know how you do all this weird shit. I love it.
Like what?
I got to figure out what the fucking gun model is, dude. You know?
Oh, I need a gun model. We do need some gun models.
Gun bunnies are pretty easy.
Those
to
are
find.
pretty easy to pick off.
I feel like maybe we should do like the hobo thing. I like that.
Yeah, hobo
Bum
box.
box?
What if I armed like under 35 here?
Arming the homeless.
Arming the homeless.
Yeah.
I just dropped off. Oh, you can't.
That's
deliver.
called Antifa.
Can't deliver.
It's
a
called
weapon.
Antifa, is what you just described.
Oh, I don't want to arm them. We do have a model with the barrel points back. Did you guys ever see that? No, I launched one. I launched an Antifa model. It's on our web, not on our website, but yeah, we bent the barrel back and then we actually shot it and it works.
Oh, dope.
The bullet
Who
goes
took the brunt of it? Who took the
No,
fucking...
Matt
Vice.
Demolition Ranch. Do you know Matt?
Yeah.
Yeah, he put it on a string. Pulled
No
the trigger.
shit.
I'm pretty sure I've seen
Bullet
that.
blew. Yeah,
That's really
That
funny.
was
I
the
haven't
thing
seen
in World War II. I think in Stalingrad they used curved barrels. It would
Yeah, to
wear
shoot
out-
around corners,
Yeah, it
yeah.
would wear out pretty quick, but yeah, they used them for sure.
yeah, that bullet goes through.
it. That's funny.
Probably lost a lot of velocity.
Yep.
Yeah.
A lot of
Probably
friction
did.
there, yeah.
A lot of friction.
But you guys are a lot of fun. I love what you guys are doing. I love what you guys are about.
Yeah.
I love the fact that you're growing a business and really getting your name out there. You got a lot of good people working for you.
Man, we appreciate it, man. Tell everybody where they can find your company.
www.f1firearms.com.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right on, dude. And you got guns in stock? Because a lot of people are sold out right now.
Got a lot of guns.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
The number one, by the way, F-1
Firearms.com.
firearms.com.
Yes. Oh, okay, so not O-N-E. Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah. I mean, if it's good enough for the president's family, it's good enough for you, right?
That's what I say.
That's a good.
Yeah.
Let's get him back in 2024, right?
Oh, God,
Come on. I
wish.
know.
Did I tell you I met the president a few days ago? As part of that whole
Really?
deal on Saturday? Yeah. So President Trump was.
You saved this story for the last fucking second of the show? Come on, lead with that, brother.
I can't help it. You're not asking the right questions. I mean, Dan.
Where'd you meet him? Where were you guys at?
You get a rainmaker in here like me, and he doesn't want to ask the right questions.
That's true. Yeah.
Dion the Rainmaker guest.
The rainmaker. No, it was actually because I was watching the Don Jr. with his son. We came back through the curtains, and President Trump was up next, and had a nice 10-minute conversation with him.
That's awesome.
Yeah, looking good, full of energy.
Yeah, he's great.
I think he's ready to go.
Did you feel this? Because when I met him, like somebody else described it to me beforehand. They were like, look, it's going to feel like this weird aura around you and him. And it's really unexplainable. And when you meet him, you'll feel it. Like you'll have this certain energy and you're like, all right, cool, man. Sure enough, dude, when I met him, there's something magnetic about that guy that you can't really describe.
So every other time that I've met, it's been parading through pictures, real quick meeting. This was just us. Don Jr., his grandson, oh my God, Grandpa's here? I'm like, yeah, Grandpa's here. He was so excited to see Grandpa. Like, it was a wonderful family event. Came backstage, and Secret Service actually jumped me quick and said, you need to get out of here fast, like get back through the curtain, and then came back in 10 seconds later and said, oh, come on, I'm sorry, I didn't know who you were. I didn't know you were them. Like, really apologetic and just doing their job, right? But went over and talked, and he was really thanking Don Jr. for a wonderful speech. He said, did you prepare that? He's like, no, I just got up there and winged it. And he goes, that's an amazing. And the president looks at me, he goes, what did you think? He goes, he really did a good job, didn't he? He goes, that's the first time I've listened from start to finish his entire speech or presentation. He goes, it was absolutely amazing. He said, he's doing a great job for you. You know, I wanted to ask the question, are you going to run again? But I figured I'm not going to get the truthful answer because, you know, they want to announce it.
Pussy.
Yeah, I mean, I think everybody asks them that, right? And,
Yeah,
and,
you have to.
And really,
You
I
have
was,
to.
I was brought into like what was truly a family event. The family was getting together and talking, and showed the president a picture of his grandson firing the AR and handling the weapon. He asked if he was more capable than Secret Service. He's always a jokester, right? And was very was very supportive of the whole family thing. So yeah, it was a wonderful experience. It's a great family.
That's
And
awesome.
from my perspective, right? I mean, I definitely respect the way he raised his kids and everything else. And I know there's be a bunch of haters out there, but I mean, you got that kind of money. I think I would have turned out a little worse. Right?
Yeah.
Right. I mean, if you had that kind of money, what would you have ended up?
Me?
Yeah. Would you have gone to school? You probably would be around the world flying on a jet somewhere.
No idea, because it didn't happen to me.
It didn't happen, right?
It didn't happen. And that's the thing is, like, posing those hypotheticals with money in particular, you never know. You never know how it's going to affect people and what they're going to do.
But it ruins a lot of people.
Yes. It just depends on who you are. The thing, because I always said this about, like, Hollywood and shit, like, with fame in particular and money, because it often came when you're doing movies and all that other shit and TV and stuff. With it doesn't, if you're a great person already going into it, with great family and great friends, then it just enhances your life. Otherwise, it'll expose how shitty of a person you really are.
I've always said money, this expression, money changes you. I've always said money changes your friends, changes the people around you.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
Right?
But
If you think about it.
if you have a good base of friends and family
Yeah.
who are already there and they don't really care about that shit, once they start depending on you for shit, then that's when it gets
crazy.
tough.
So when you have a fuck ton of money, just remember us.
Remember, I won't remember you.
Why?
You're pretty forgetful.
I'll be hanging out with Dan. I mean, Dan and I are going to be friends.
I've been friends with the same 3 people for the last 10 years.
Same.
And it's not going to change.
Yeah. Same here. I've had fuck, 20 years of the same people.
So there's no room in your friend circle for me?
Oh, no, I just mean-
Dion. We'll see.
No,
We'll find
I'm
out.
not.
Fuck you guys.
We'll
Seriously.
find
No,
out.
that's
Dion.
not what I'm
Literally,
saying.
you literally wasted an hour of my time. I came here to meet friends. I don't give a fuck about
You're in the
money.
wrong chat room for that
Am I
one,
the
man.
wrong, am I the wrong show?
Bring up Grinder Bob. Kidding. Dion, thanks for being here today, man. This was a blast.
Yeah.
For D'Anthony Holloway, F1 Firearms owner, Dion, Dion.
That's it.
Yeah. I just want to make sure.
Or John.
Or John? What
Di
about John?
can be a J sound as well.
Okay.
In some language.
Dijon?
Dijon mustard.
I'd think about throwing a J in there.
No, it's
Now that it's
Dijon
said.
though. Dijon.
Yeah, Dijon, yeah.
Dude,
Dijon.
just call me whatever. You got my number.
We will.
Call me maybe.
We will. I'm Ross Patterson. This is the Drinkin' Bros podcast. Go to iTunes, rate the show 5-star, and leave a quick review. That is all the advertisers care about, and we are on Spotify as well, and leave a review there. No words, just press the fucking button. It's 5 stars. That's it. Good night, everyone.